Welcome to our channel. If you enjoy inspiring content that lifts your spirit, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button to support us. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will never miss a new video. Your support helps us reach more people with messages of hope and faith.
Edith, can you explain to me what happened earlier today between you and Pastor Sam?
Pastor, I am very sorry about what happened at the meeting. I know it ended in chaos, and I regret my part in it. I find it so difficult to believe that Pastor Sam would bring forward my deepest secret, the one I confided in him, just to prove his point. He disgraced me beyond my expectations.
That is unbelievable. Why did you share your past mistake with someone? Edith, you need to understand that not every piece of information is meant for everyone.
I thought because he is also a pastor, he would have the heart to keep my secret. But now I see things differently.
That's a big lesson for you. Even some of your achievements must not be shared until the time is due and the atmosphere is right. Let me share with you 5 things you should avoid revealing to anyone. 1. Your past mistakes or secrets. Your past mistakes or secrets are deeply personal and can significantly shape who you are today. While transparency has its place, it is crucial to understand that not every story from your past needs to be shared with everyone. Revealing your past to the wrong person can lead to betrayal, judgment, or shame. Unfortunately, not everyone has the emotional maturity, wisdom, or grace to handle such revelations. Some may use your vulnerabilities against you, mock your struggles, or gossip about your experiences, causing unnecessary pain and regret. There is a time and place to share your past, and it should be done thoughtfully and prayerfully. For instance, sharing your story as a testimony of God's grace, forgiveness, and redemption can be a powerful way to inspire others and glorify God. The Bible teaches us that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony, Revelation 12:11. When done with the right motive and audience, your past mistakes can become a testimony of hope and restoration for those going through similar struggles. Another appropriate time to share is when seeking professional or spiritual guidance. Confiding in a pastor, counselor, or trusted spiritual mentor can bring healing and clarity. James 5:16 encourages us to confess your sins to one another and pray for one another, that you may be healed. However, even in these cases, discretion is key. A compelling biblical example of this principle is the story of Joseph, Genesis 37. Joseph made the mistake of prematurely sharing his dreams of future greatness with his brothers. Rather than celebrating his vision, his brothers became jealous and conspired against him, eventually selling him into slavery. Joseph's story teaches us that not everyone is ready to hear or handle certain truths about our lives. Timing, discernment, and the audience matter. Similarly, King Hezekiah in 2 Kings 20:12-19 revealed all the treasures of his kingdom to envoys from Babylon, which later led to Babylon's invasion and the looting of Jerusalem. This teaches us that not all information is meant to be shared, as it can lead to unintended consequences. Your past is a part of your journey, but it does not define your future unless you allow it. Protecting your heart and being selective about who you share your secrets with demonstrates wisdom and self-respect. As Proverbs 4:23 advises, guard your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life. While God has forgiven your past, it is not a requirement to lay it bare before those who may not have your best interests at heart. Instead, seek to glorify God in all you do, and let Him guide you on when and how to share your story.
Oh, I see.
2. Your financial or material blessings. Your financial or material blessings are gifts from God meant to be stewarded wisely and used for His glory. While it is natural to feel grateful and excited about your success, oversharing about your wealth, income, or possessions can have unintended consequences. It can attract unnecessary attention, envy, or even exploitation from those who may not have your best interests at heart. Some people might misunderstand your intentions, perceiving your sharing as boasting, which can strain relationships or create feelings of inadequacy in others. The Bible teaches us to approach our blessings with humility and discretion. Proverbs 27:2 advises, let someone else praise you, and not your own mouth, an outsider, and not your own lips. This reminds us that drawing undue focus to ourselves is neither wise nor beneficial. Instead of broadcasting your blessings, focus on using them to honor God, help others, and advance His kingdom. A striking biblical example of the dangers of oversharing comes from the story of King Hezekiah, 2 Kings 20:12-19. When envoys from Babylon visited, Hezekiah proudly showed them all the treasures of his palace and kingdom. His lack of discretion led to devastating consequences. Babylon later invaded and looted everything he had shown them. This story serves as a warning that revealing too much about our material possessions can make us vulnerable to harm. In contrast, we are encouraged to give and bless others quietly. Matthew 6:3-4 says, "But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. And your Father, who sees in secret, will reward you." This teaches us that our blessings are not for self-glorification, but for fulfilling God's purposes. 3. Unresolved family issues. Unresolved family issues are deeply personal and often intricate, involving emotions, histories, and relationships that can be difficult to navigate. While it may be tempting to vent to outsiders, sharing family conflicts with the wrong people can lead to misunderstandings, strained relationships, or even gossip that worsens a situation. Family matters require a level of sensitivity and discretion, because not everyone has the wisdom, context, or intent to help you address the root cause of the problem. When family conflicts arise, the focus should be on resolving them within the family circle. Open and honest communication, combined with humility and a willingness to forgive, is essential. If the issues seem too overwhelming to handle internally, seeking guidance from a trusted mediator, such as a pastor, counselor, or family elder, can be invaluable. These individuals bring a neutral perspective and often provide biblical wisdom to restore peace and understanding. A compelling biblical example of the dangers of unresolved family issues is found in the story of Joseph and his brothers, Genesis 37-50. Joseph's brothers were filled with jealousy because of their father Jacob's favoritism and Joseph's dreams of future greatness. Instead of addressing their feelings constructively within the family, the brothers allowed their resentment to grow. This unresolved conflict led to a series of tragic events. They sold Joseph into slavery and lied to their father about his fate. The rift in the family lasted for years, causing immense pain for everyone involved. It was only through God's intervention and Joseph's willingness to forgive that the family was eventually reconciled. This story highlights the importance of addressing family issues directly and with a spirit of reconciliation. Avoiding the problem or spreading details outside the family only deepens the wounds and makes resolution harder. Proverbs 17:9 teaches, "Whoever covers an offense seeks love, but he who repeats a matter separates close friends." This wisdom applies to family matters as well. Discretion fosters unity, while gossip and outside interference create division. At the same time, unresolved family issues should not be ignored or swept under the rug. If a Psalms 4:26-27 advises, "Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and do not give the devil a foothold." Address conflicts promptly, but with love and respect, seeking God's guidance to bring healing. By keeping family issues within the appropriate boundaries and seeking resolution through prayer, open communication, and wise counsel, you can prevent misunderstandings and strengthen the bonds of love and trust. Remember, family is a God-given institution, and maintaining peace within it glorifies Him. Let forgiveness, patience, and discretion guide your actions, ensuring that your family becomes a testimony of God's grace and unity. 4. Personal weaknesses or struggles. Personal weaknesses or struggles are sensitive areas of our lives that require wisdom and discernment when deciding with whom to share them. While it may feel relieving to open up about our challenges, not everyone is equipped to handle our vulnerabilities with care. Sharing such information with the wrong person can lead to gossip, judgment, or even manipulation. Some may misinterpret your struggles, use them against you, or spread them as tales to others, causing unnecessary pain and mistrust. It is vital to recognize that not everyone in your circle has the maturity or spiritual grounding to provide the understanding or empathy you need during tough times. Instead of seeking solace from just anyone, reserve such disclosures for trusted spiritual mentors or close, reliable friends who have proven themselves to be supportive and wise. Proverbs 11:14 reminds us, "Where there is no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors there is safety." A trusted counselor or mentor can provide godly advice, pray with you, and guide you toward healing and restoration without exploiting your vulnerabilities. A powerful biblical example of this principle is found in the story of Samson and Delilah, Judges 16. Samson, a man chosen by God and blessed with extraordinary strength, revealed the secret of his strength to Delilah, a woman who did not have his best interests at heart. Delilah, driven by greed and loyalty to the Philistines, betrayed Samson by exposing his vulnerability, leading to his capture and eventual downfall. Samson's story serves as a cautionary tale. Sharing your weaknesses with someone who lacks integrity or love for you can have devastating consequences. On the other hand, we see the beauty of sharing struggles with the right person in the relationship between Jonathan and David. 1 Samuel 18-20. David faced immense challenges, including threats to his life from King Saul. Jonathan, Saul's son, became a trusted confidant and friend to David. Instead of exploiting David's vulnerabilities, Jonathan protected him, encouraged him, and helped him navigate difficult circumstances. Their relationship exemplifies the safety and strength that comes from sharing with a truly trustworthy person. 5. Your long-term goals and plans. Your long-term goals and plans are a vital part of your vision for the future, but sharing them prematurely can lead to unnecessary challenges. Not everyone will understand your aspirations or support your dreams, and some may unintentionally or deliberately discourage you. Sharing your ambitions too early can invite envy from others or even sabotage from those who feel threatened by your potential. Instead of broadcasting your plans to everyone, it is wiser to work quietly and let your success speak for itself. Discretion is a form of wisdom. When you keep your goals private, you protect them from outside interference and give yourself the freedom to focus on your journey without undue pressure. This doesn't mean you should never share your plans, but be selective about who you confide in. Seek out people who are directly involved, genuinely supportive, or spiritually mature enough to encourage and pray for you. Proverbs 13:20 reminds us, "Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm." Surrounding yourself with the right people can make all the difference in achieving your goals. A powerful biblical example of this principle is found in the story of Nehemiah. When Nehemiah felt called to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem, he did not immediately share his plans with everyone. Instead, he spent time in prayer and preparation, ensuring he had the resources and strategy needed for success. Nehemiah 2:12 says, "I told no one what my God had put into my heart to do for Jerusalem." He only revealed his plans when the time was right and to those who were instrumental in helping him achieve the goal. This discretion protected his mission from unnecessary opposition until it was ready to be carried out. Contrast this with Joseph's story in Genesis 37. As a young man, Joseph eagerly shared his dreams of future greatness with his brothers, who already harbored jealousy toward him. Instead of celebrating his vision, his brothers plotted against him, eventually selling him into slavery. While God ultimately fulfilled Joseph's dreams, the journey was marked by pain and betrayal that might have been avoided had Joseph exercised greater discretion. Your long-term goals are like seeds planted in the soil. They need time to grow and develop without being uprooted by outside forces. As Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." Wait for the right time to share your plans, and ensure the atmosphere is one of trust and support.
Thank you so much, sir. I've learned a lot. I promise to be more careful now. I've realized that whatever you don't want exposed should not be said to anyone. Man changes, but God is constant.
That's right. May God bless and guide you always, Edith.
Amen. Thank you, and God bless you too.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.